So easy to fix. I didn't really plan to.
I wanted to talk to you guys about self-love. Love yourself because there's only one you. Nobody can do you better than you can do you. I know I used to get body shamed a lot because I wasn't the thickest girl, but I really don't care. I found ways to look my best with what I had. I got inspired because I saw Kelly Rowland, Zoe Saldana, Carucci. I saw the lives that they lived. And I was like, well, these are some of the women that I look up to. Aaliyah, every Victoria's Secret model. They're not the thickest slices of bread. So it was like, I don't have to be. If they can slay all day, I can too. I just need to figure out my personal body. Sometimes they say, oh, you're not thick enough. And then when you have the biggest booty on planet Earth, then they say, ooh, that's nasty, that's too much. Just figure it out with what you got.
She's confident. It's all the way she wants it.
Sometimes when you're confident, and people don't want you to be confident, they'll say that you need to humble yourself. You could be confident without thinking that you're entitled. Nobody should be walking around with their head hanging low, with their back slumped in. We should walk with our heads held high. This is your life. You need to be in control, and you need to be able to carry yourself with strong confidence because people will try to knock you down.
I got it. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
So I started to really love myself. I started to really love my body. There's a couple of things that come with being who you are.
We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller.
Find out what you're working with and make it work. Once you start to get invested in making yourself better and your natural aspects better, you'll discover that there are parts about you that are amazing. No one else can possess what you have.
I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless.
You'll find out what you bring to the table. And it's so much easier than trying to fake because it's naturally who you are. I don't have to be the biggest, the thickest. I can still slay. I'm still pulling. You can't let people make you feel like you don't have anything to offer.
I know when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so.
Even if a man comes along and he says there's something about you that he doesn't like, you're going to be like, boy, go sit down. Or even if it's like a toxic friend who says, you boring. It's people out here doing it better than you. You just be like, where they at though? So, I mean, I don't know, self-love, it's really the shit. Here's a tip for self-love. Save all the memes that talk about nothing but encouragement and self-love. Think of your flaws. Think of your perfections and what you really like about yourself. Like, I love my color brown. If I was giving advice to me, I would say to emphasize my time on investing in things that could bring out my color, that can make me glow, that could complement my tone, my skin. I find makeup that complements my skin tone. I love my hair. If you could sing, dance, model, act, really invest your time in it. And that's something that can make you feel awesome about yourself. Through time, people will start to compliment you and you'll see how awesome you really are. Find your passions, and your passions are things that just get you. They're not meant to be confirmed. They're meant to be explored. You don't need confirmation on your passion. If something strikes a chord with you and you really want it, or you just really feel good about it, or you just really, something within you is like, dang, I wish I could be over there. That means you should go try to be over there. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're good at something. You don't need anybody to tell you that you belong anywhere, because if you want to be somewhere, that's where you belong.
I love the way you put yourself together. I love the way you make that body better.
You'd be surprised what we think is a flaw somebody else might love. I used to hate being short. I felt like my height was so awkward. I wanted to be super tall, like an Amazon, like a gazelle. I wanted to be super tall only so I could model. That's the only reason why. It wasn't because I just felt like I would look better being tall. I just wanted to model, and they was like, hey, you a little shorty, this gonna be hard for you. I ain't back down, but I was just like, dang, I wish I was tall. And then I came across a guy. I thought so much of him. One day he said, I really like short girls. I was like, wait. A beat done hit the jackpot. But I never heard a guy say that. I've always heard if you want to model, you got to be this height. He just was saying how he just loses it over short girls. And I was like, let me take these heels off real quick. It made me feel good about myself. I say all that to say, what you may think is a flaw, somebody else may think the world of, and it just may drive them crazy.
'Cause your freedom was here in this cage all alone.
You grow up being told that if you're not light-skinned, we don't want you. I know I've gone to a couple of auditions or video shoots. And that was 1 week where I went to an audition and I saw that no matter what I did, they were going to put me in the back. They didn't want me to be seen because of this. That was 1 week where I felt, because I'm brown skinned, I'm going to be held back sometimes. I had to talk with my mom, and I looked at my mom, and she's my tone, and I was just like, well, if I believe that for myself, what am I saying to her? She's my source. She's where I came from. She's the person that has given me love. What am I saying about her if I say that I don't like the skin that I'm in? So I was like, no, I'm not. That's not going to be my message. That's not going to be my mentality. After that week, I woke up and was like, I'm the shit. I'm brown. I'm amazeballs, and I'm awesome. And then I started to look up people that look like me, that are in the lane that I hope to be in the future, and I was like, they slay. I think it's really a mind game off of false ideas given by other people. When you have been told you're not the best because of the way you look, or because of your personality, or the way you naturally carry yourself, like I get grief for being prissy as well, and that's not something that I can help, and it's not something I want to help. I really don't. People give me grief about it. There were some years where I tried to change myself. I tried to be tougher. I tried to be more boyish. It's so much easier just being me. The harder I tried, the more people could see how prissy I was, how feminine, how pristine, how girly I really was. People would laugh at me and be like, girl, we see you though. It took years, but I came across a couple of people that were even more girlier than me, and I just loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And the thing about it was they were unapologetic for what they were and who they were. And they accepted me just the way I was, and they uplifted me versus being told you're not tough enough, or I don't like you because you're so feminine. Like, oh my God, so many females, before they even hear you speak, if they see you being as feminine as I am, they be like, right off the bat, I don't like her. Once I got around a certain set of friends, I was like, wow, so you mean it's okay to be me? It's okay to be feminine? It became like a competition within myself. Like, ooh, how prissy can I get today? I naturally want to curl my hair. I naturally like long, luxurious hair. I like short hair too. Just things that are like super feminine. I love the color pink. I love like diamonds. Oh my God, I love fashion shows. I love Victoria's Secret. My favorite thing in the world is lipstick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start trying to be myself. And once I started deciding to be myself, life got so much easier. Oh my God, it got so much easier. I was like, oh my God, I should have did this the whole time. Like, what was I thinking? If you're a tomboy, or if you're like a happy medium in the middle, and don't let people make you feel like it's not okay for being yourself. Because God created you. He made you the way you were. That's what you bring to the table. It's being yourself. Your taste, your preferences, your thoughts, your ideas, your morals, your values, things that you agree upon, things that strike a chord, things that blow your skirt up, just make you say, oh my gosh, you know, things that excite you. That's who you are. You don't have to put yourself in a box. A lot of people say, oh, you're good at this one thing. You need to stick to that one thing. No. You need to find out everything in this life that you're good at, and you need to excel in it, and you need to prosper, and you need to become superior in it. Self-love is really a simple and easy thing. It may be hard at first it's not hard. It may seem hard. It's really not that hard to discover who you are. Just think about the things you like. Think about the things that excite you. Think about what you want to be, where you want to be, who you want to be. Love yourself, your flaws. What you deem as flaws, someone else deems as a treasure. Bring out the best in yourself that you can. Discover what you like about yourself and magnify it. Discover what compliments you, and tell yourself every morning you slay, you are the table, you are the only option.
It can all be done.
leave a couple of positive sayings, maxims across the screen, and I'll leave it down in the description box. I don't know if I'm going to do that. That sounds like a lot of commitment. I'll put some across the screen so that you can basically look at these, write them down, save them in your phone, write them on your vision board, get it ingrained in your mind. Tell it to yourself every single morning, every single night, so that you can have the mindset of loving yourself. I just want everybody to learn self-love, because once you're on this journey, once you find true self-love, you will never get off, no matter what anybody says. You'll be like, but what's up though? I'm me, and you not. You hot. I doubt you hotter than me. And it's not cocky, it's confident. Everybody should be that way. Everybody should feel that way. When you go into an audition, you should be like, I'm about to slay. What's up? If you don't slay, hey, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. I hope I left some good advice. I hope if you're on a self-love journey, whatever I had to say today helped you. I hope it made you more confident. I think I'm about done with this. What else was I supposed to do? I think that's it. I'm gonna close out with Starbucks, because this pumpkin spice latte is the shit. Take one.